Oui, bonjour, bonjour. The French Master DH here. I welcome you all to the live. This is La Table Ronde. La Table Ronde is a new program initiated by the French Master DH and his team. This is to help our dear French teachers to voice out whatever challenges that are facing them, and also to get opportunity to share ideas on this live. The ideas we are going to be sharing are not only programs. We are going to share our experience in the classroom. We are also going to share activities that can help us, to have a guest. So let me add him to the stage. Yeah, so as I was saying, in this live, we'll be sharing pedagogical activities, okay? Classroom activities that will help our French teachers to do better in the classroom. And at the same time, we are going to talk about issues confronting our dear French teachers in the classroom. So this is a very good forum for us to discuss a lot of things. Monsieur Kojo, you are welcome.
Thank you.
So this La Table Ronde, can you tell us about yourself? Who are you? And before we start the discussion.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Adam Bojo. I'm French teacher from Ketavu, Zion, and also language assistant currently in France.
Okay, that's very good. So you are a French teacher, and
Yes.
for how long have you been teaching the French language? At least for your experience in the teaching and learning of the French language.
Thank you for the question. I can say that I've been teaching French for the past 6 years now.
Okay.
In the Ghana education. Yeah.
The Ghana education service, that's very good. So this is quite a number of years of experience in the teaching and learning of French, and I believe you have a lot of experience or things to tell us. The general assertion is that French teachers have the tendency to indulge in corporal punishment. I mean, using the cane to correct people's when they go wrong. That's the general mentality, okay? For instance, during the launch of my book, Mon Ami at Home, one of my special guests shared his experience on why he couldn't learn the French language, or why he couldn't develop that interest in learning the French language. According to him, during his school days, the French teacher used to cane them a lot, okay, lash them with a cane, and this alone discouraged him from learning the French language. Now, our topic, this brings us to the topic of the day: corporal punishment to correct discipline in school. Is it good or bad?
Is the question directed to me,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, and good evening to again to our listeners and the viewers, everybody who is on the panel here. To answer your question, if I can start, even in the Bible, there is a say. I don't know the exact verse, but they say you shouldn't. I don't know if you can remember, you can recollect.
Yeah, that's
We shouldn't spell the wrong. So meaning the Bible allow the training of the child. The cane is allowed in the Bible perspective. But if we talk about the education nowadays as at the current trend, I don't think learning or teaching languages necessarily need a cane to enforce our teaching or our learning currently as it is now. I'm saying this because, yeah. So to answer your question, I don't think in current trend, in current modern world, cane is needed in teaching or learning languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
So meaning it's bad, according to you.
Yeah, according to me, it's very, very bad, and it's more like a punishment. Using cane is more like a corporal punishment, and is a punishment. And even the law of Ghana, the law of the Republic of Ghana does not allow any individual to inflict uh, a pain, or any form of abuse, I can say, to any other person, according to the Ghana Constitution. So the only person that will allow to do that is mandated to do that is there may be the armed force and all that. They are in charge to do that. But as an individual, as an educator, for me, it's very, very bad, very, very bad with all the magnitude to use cane on your learner. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And what do you think will be the consequences of that? You're not using the cane in the classroom, okay? Not
Yeah.
using corporal punishment. I'm not
Yeah.
only talking about the cane. There are teachers who will tell the child to kneel down for about 5 hours.
Yeah.
There are teachers who will tell the children or the students to hold their ears and be going up and down. Oh, sorry, he left the live. I think that should be a network problem. So as I was saying, when I'm talking about corporal punishments, I'm not only talking about using the cane, okay? I'm also talking about the use of other ways to inflict pain on the child's body. Is it good or bad to indulge in corporal punishments as a teacher of the French language? Mind you, the perception out there, okay, is that most French teachers is that okay. My guest is back, so adding to the stage. Okay,
Yeah. I
sorry.
think is the mistake from my side or your side?
I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe.
Maybe it's from my end.
Okay.
Okay. So it's okay. I think we can continue.
Yeah. So as I was saying, when we are talking about corporal punishment, we are not only talking about the use of cane, but any other means of inflicting pain on the body of the students. Considering the teaching and learning of the French language in Ghana, we learn French as a foreign language in Ghana. So, according to you, it's bad. Okay. What
Yes.
What do you think consequences or the aftermath of you indulging in corporal punishments as a French teacher?
Uh,
Regards
it
to
has
the
a
teaching.
lot. Yes, it has lot of consequence on your teacher alone, you're the teacher alone, and also on the learner, on the student. First,
Okay.
the moment you hold cane and enter the class, you created a fear environment for the environment that cannot encourage learning process.
Okay.
We all know our own perception is that when you are holding cane, you are going to use it to beat someone. So the moment you enter the class with the cane alone, even if you are using it as a pointer, that perception will just create fear on your learners. So first, holding it alone to enter the class is not encouraging. And then if you are using it, when you use it, um, using cane meaning the person will feel pain, a kind of pain.
Yeah.
So when you are teaching and the person is not getting it, you are using cane, the person is feeling pain. It's like for him, it's like a corvée. It's like a force something for him. So the person will get discouraged, and he may end up by not even coming to your class or not be active in your class. And also, when you are using the cane, you don't know the magnitude that you will use the cane can even damage the child physically, and it will cause problems for you a teacher as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are some of the things. And for your teacher as well, you teacher, me myself, for example, like I feel like it's I deploy a lot of strength when I'm using cane. Like dressing well and come to school and be sweating and using
Yes.
cane, you have to beat students because he's not getting what I'm teaching, or because he didn't perform a task I asked him to do. I have to use force to force him to do it. So learning process are becoming like something like a force, like
Okay.
by force something. So you yourself, you feel it. You'll be tired using the cane every day. You'll be tired. And if it happened that something happened, a scars or something, and the student get hurt, it will cause you problem.
Okay.
Legally, it will can cause you problem, and you, as GS, our employer has banned it. If it's cause problem, I don't think GS will be there to defend you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So GS has banned it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any idea why GS has banned it? Or the same reasons as the ones you are giving?
Yeah, because looking at the same reasons that I've given already, and yes, we have used cane for several years, and we see that the problem, what we were trying to achieve with cane, is not working. So I think that's why GS thought it wise to change method to do things different way to see if we can gain different results.
Wow. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And since you are saying the corporal punishment is not good, what do you suggest then? Because we can see the rise of indiscipline among our students. For instance, some of the students don't show interest in learning the French language, okay?
Yeah.
And some of them are naturally hyperactive. I mean by hyperactive students, those some we have some students who cannot sit at one place. Okay, they are all stubborn, going up and down. What corrective measure do you think should be given
First,
to the student?
first, uh, the word punishment himself is not supposed to be in the learning environment. For
Okay,
me, when, like, if you can use other terminology, punishment is a kind of attached to.
it's not
So
good to use punishment in terms of learning.
for me, that's personal view.
Yes, yes,
So when we want to
it's
replace
actually
punishment, I think we can use when we say reinforcement or negative or positive reinforcement. I don't know if that can fit into
yeah,
that
yeah,
can
yeah. I think correction,
correction
correction or
or yes, that one will fit in better than using the word punishment. The punishment is scary.
okay, okay. So which which corrective measures do you suggest French teachers to use instead of the cane or the corporal punishment? Since you said it's not good, this is an open discussion. So you say your mind, okay?
Yeah.
They speak your mind, and then you have to suggest corrective measures for us so that
Okay.
those who agree with you will have an alternative to use.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So, per the little that I know, and I will suggest to my colleague, it's not a gospel, but that's my own. Like, it's not all, but that's the little that I know. So I would like to share with my colleagues, and they all today will share their own with me. And if there is some in my own that is not fixable, in our environment, we can talk about it and discuss and then see the way we can make it more fashionable. So
We have Mr. Daniel on the live. So, Mr. Daniel, kindly wait for us. Mr. Adam is making his point. So, once he's done, I'll give you the floor.
okay.
Okay.
So I want to emphasize again that we as a language teachers, as a French teacher, the cane there, we have to forget it. Like you shouldn't even send the cane to the class at all. That one is no go area. We don't have to send the cane to the class at all. Under no circumstance we should use the cane at all. So that one it shouldn't part of our habit at all. Yes. Second, we should make our students our friends first, our friends and our learners our friend. I'm not saying that we should be joking, cracking jokes, some jokes that are not too professional with them, but we can be friends with our students and by firm.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you go to the class for the first time, you meet your class. For me, you have to define the rule and regulation that you can go about in the class that you want your class to govern. That's what I do. Yeah, I do. So the first day I meet my students for the first time, I meet them. After the introduction, we all define the rules and the do and the don't in the class.
Okay.
I will list them and paste them. So talking in the class when teacher is teaching, is it good? They say no. Have you agreed that it's don't? You write it, all of us, you write it down. Then
Okay.
we those that are good to we write it down aside and paste it in the class. Then if during the learning process a student break some any of the rules, what I do sometimes is that there is a space. That's one thing you can do.
Okay.
There is a space at the corner. You can write the comportement excellent, comportement bon, and comportement mauvais. Comportement excellent, for example, green can be there, color green. Comportement bon, you can use color blue. Comportement mauvais, green can be there. So I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that this uh, and that's comportement behavior side. About the learning, teaching, the academic one too, you can write the apprentissage excellent, apprentissage bon, apprentissage mauvais. So if, for example, you give homework, academically, you give homework and some of them do it. Some they do it according to the timeline. Their name, you can write their name small on the paper, cut it small. If you do the homework, that meaning you have comportement apprentissage excellent. You paste it there, they will all see.
Okay.
You paste it, you paste it in the green column. So the student will see, yeah, so I'm in the green. Those who didn't do it, you paste it in the red column. In the red column. So meaning they have comportement mauvais in that day.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
one thing you can do to solve, and then that goes to the behavior.
Going to be at a particular column.
Yeah, particular column, the color of the classroom. You paste it there, green, blue, there, and their name if be there. Piece is small. You paste it at the excellent. Their name is there, and in the class when they are teaching, those who are partaking in the class, those who are answering questions, those who are active too, they have their uh, excellent. You paste their name in the green column. You paste the
Okay.
name there. Those who are misbehaving in the class, you tell them, you talk to them. What you have to be, that does not mean you don't use cane, so you don't have to be straight. You have to tell them. If they go wrong, tell them straightly. Like tell them, then you bring their name down to the red one.
Okay.
Then after that, at the end of the day, you can there should be agreement between you and the head. Then you submit their name to the head, or you give work, any other work to them. Some work can be some, excuse me to use the word punishment again. If the break, if the break is 9:30, for example, those who are in red, they won't go for break for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. The rest will go to the for break, and the rest they will give them some work that they couldn't do during their work. They will do it during, and they will spend their break to do that work in the class.
Okay.
That's one thing. Yeah,
That,
yeah. So they will stay in the class and do the work. If they will use 10 minutes from their break, as their colleagues are playing, they are in the class working. The work that they
okay.
couldn't, they will do it during the break time. So you make sure when you do it, yeah.
Monsieur, I didn't catch you. We have Monsieur Edo on the line.
Okay,
Panel. Please be on that so that he can share his idea with us as well.
okay,
Bonsoir, Monsieur Edo. Bonsoir, Monsieur. Monsieur Daniel, Daniel plutôt.
okay.
Monsieur Daniel. Okay, please, Mr. Adam. Sorry, can you go on?
Okay, so that's one thing that you can do, and I think it can be, if the 1 week, 2 weeks you do it, and they will be. I think it will bring change. Another thing that you can also do in place of using cane is, if as a teacher you should have the parents, the student parents numbers. You should have their contact, your learners contact, their parent numbers. The moment you see that some kind of attitude in their child, in their world, and they know, like, you know that it's not normal, you have to contact their parent and discuss with them. Discuss,
Okay.
tell them, and you can have an appointment, schedule appointment with them in the school. They will come. Then you discuss what is happening. What if you see that, oh, this your child, these days he's not doing his homework. You can see that his level in French is dropping. What you can do together to help the child to listen. So together with the parent, if the parent will suggest extra classes or any other thing, if the parent can be on him in the house to learn that one, then the parent will play his part. So that one too is there. It's very, very important to be in communication with their parents.
But I think, frankly speaking, let's be very factual here. Most French teachers in Ghana do not have their student parents, like their parents' contacts.
Yeah, it's not only French teachers. All the teachers, most teachers.
So something we need to suggest.
Yes,
This is a suggestion that when if the child score is dropping, according to you,
yes,
if the child is dropping, you need to contact the parents.
you have to contact the parents. Yes, and discuss the child performance with the parents, and see how better both of you can work together to improve the child performance.
Good.
That's one thing you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing, I can also suggest is that, in the class, for example, there is a student who is misbehaving, who is talking in the class, who is not following. You can have this arrangement with your class, the next class. For example, you are teaching basic 4, and the basic 3 or basic 6 is just by your side there. You can have that arrangement that if a student is playing stubborn, you will send the student to his class, and there will be a seat behind. There will be a seat behind that the child will sit. You will not mingle with the other class, but you sit behind and follow what they are doing for about 10 minutes. It depends on the gravity of the is listen. About 10 minutes or 10
If
minutes.
I get you very well,
Yes.
if I get you very well, meaning if you are teaching in class 4
Yes.
and the child misbehaves
Yes.
as a way of that child,
Yes.
you
As a way
make
of using cane. Yes.
arrangement with the next class, you make that
Yes.
particular child
Child,
misbehave.
go to the class. Take him out. That thing pain them. They are not part of the group. They are not part of
Okay.
them. They are not part of them. It pain them more than they can. Or
Mm,
if you send him to the next class, and there will be a seat back at the back. You see there alone. You see there
mm.
alone. He will feel lonely, like he will feel remorse.
While teaching is ongoing there,
Why? Yes, why teaching is ongoing there, and teaching is ongoing here too. So he's at least he's learning something.
something, yeah.
He's learning something that he's not like he didn't sack him from the class. He didn't like let him go out. That should be the arrangement between you and the other class, other teacher. Or
Wow.
if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to do it that way, you can bring the child. You can have a seat like at the back, far from his colleague, from his mate, and he will sit there alone. He will sit there alone. Uh-huh. So
Normally,
that
what happens is that, let's say,
yes,
for instance, you send that child to a class 4 student, you send that particular child to class 6
yes,
to as a way of correcting him or her.
yeah.
That child will be at the back instead of being there cool. You rather be making noise. What do you have to do in that case? Like
I'm
tell
not
me.
sure. I'm not sure. When he goes there in different environment, he will be making noise again. You
Okay.
you go, you go to your seniors class and they are seriously learning, and you'll be making noise again. You alone, you sit there at the back.
Okay. So meaning that necessarily it has to be an upper class than the class in which the student is.
I think it can be vice versa. Even if class four, even if class six, basic six go to basic four, and they are seriously learning, and you know that that's not your place, you will feel somehow within yourself. I don't
Wow.
think if learning is going on, you'll be doing unnecessary thing. You'll be there quiet. So the goal, the objective is to feel remorse and come back to the class. That's
Okay.
the objective. To feel remorse and come back to the class.
So approximately how many minutes should that particular child spend there?
Oh, it can be like 10 minutes or yeah, 10 minutes maximum, 10 minutes, and he'll come back. You call him back, then he will see there.
Okay. Someone will argue that this is a very good suggestion because I'm learning a lot this year.
Yeah.
Someone will argue that that particular time that you send that child out to another class,
Yeah.
instead of learning something that is designated to that particular child, he or she is going somewhere else. Okay,
Yes.
as a way of learn
Yeah.
different thing. So
Yeah.
he's going to whatever is being taught about at that particular period.
That's why the moment he goes he left the class, his name has been dropped to the red comportement rouge. His name has been dropped there. So during break time, what he didn't do, their colleague will go and play. He will do it during break time. A part of break. Don't take the full break because he has to go and eat.
Mm-hmm.
So he will use the part of the break because
Let me
his
take
name
a
is
break.
in the head, to do the work.
He has
If
to take
it's
a break.
yes, yes, to cover up.
Okay.
uh
Wow.
So these are some of this thing. And then if the situation is critical and you are annoyed, we are human beings, we have emotion. If you are annoyed, it happens sometimes, and you'll be teaching. It's not easy. You'll be teaching, and students will be doing different thing at the back. If it's like too much, too much for you to carry, you have school authority. I beg my colleague teachers. If it's too much for you, you cannot. You are like you cannot handle. They have discipline committee in the school or the
Yeah.
head. Yes. You can just let the
SMC, the school management committee,
committee.
is there. The school administration is there. The head teacher is there.
Yes.
Even the principal is there.
Yes. So just take your calm. Be cool. Never use violence. Never use cane. Just report the issue to the head. Report the issue to the head. If you cannot handle it, report the issue to the head or the school management, the SMC, or your immediate boss is the head. So
Okay.
report the issue to him or her to handle the issue. Then the moment you hand the issue over to him, that's all.
So
Allow them.
if you are in the shoe of that particular headmaster or head teacher,
Yeah.
what will you do to that particular child who misbehaves in the classroom to the extent that the teacher cannot handle it and the teacher has to refer that child to you? What will you do as a head?
Yes, I think the head they have code. I'm not a headmaster, but I think the head have code of conduct rule that law that they go about, and those situations happen. So I think GS has great provision for how to handle those things. Those things are in the book, just that some of us don't read. They
I
have.
have the code of conduct here, which I'm going to read after your intervention because I really love your creative ways of correcting the child in the classroom. So I'm yearning for more. I'm yearning for more. If you have more, give us.
We are all learning. No,
Yeah.
that's not to say that my own suggestions. So they are flaws. So it's not easy. Ghanaian classroom to apply those things is not easy, but little by little we can do it. It's better than using cane. So our head they have code of conduct. Listen, they have those things, those situations. They yes no, and they have directive how to do if this situation happen. They know. They know. So I think if I'm in the head, I'm the head, and this thing happen, I'll take the head and refer to the book. What's supposed to do to the child is there. If you are to call the parent, if you are to call the parent, summon the parent, if the issue is too bad that you have to give a vacation to tell the student not to come to the class for a number of a week or a days. It's not the duty of the teacher to sack the student to the class. No, never. I don't think we have the right to sack a student to the class from the class. You don't
I
have that.
believe viewers, Mr. Edem is talking about the head teacher's handbook.
Yes.
Okay. Teacher's handbook is provided by the Ghana Education Service.
They know. Yes.
All the things that the head teacher has to take, the step to take,
Yes.
in there is any disparities or
Yes.
something like this.
In the class. So you leave that one sacking of the student from the classroom, giving corporal punishment. Leave that one to the head, not you, not you, the teacher. So we have to make our class more lively, like more engaging. If you are doing that, yeah, there will be intruders who will like to distract the class, but I don't think it will be more than using violence or cane. These are some that I can remember. If with time I remember some again, I will share.
You virtually shared a very great asset with us this evening, and your kind of corrective measures are very creative in a way that they are very tactful. For instance, the one I like the most from yours is these two. The first one is the behavioral card that you
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Behave well. You have to. Your name is there. Take this thing. The second one that I love so much is sending the child to the next class.
Yes.
I prefer the upper class because in the Ghanaian education
Okay.
system,
Okay.
kind of seniority
Uh-huh.
mantra.
Okay.
Okay, the juniors have kind of fear for the seniors.
Yeah.
So if I believe, as you said, if the child is in the upper class, observing the next class, alone in his or her corner, he might not be able to to disrupt a class where your seniors are having a seniors class.
Your class, yes.
So
Okay. Okay.
I attend. Even the
Oh,
withdrawal privileges that you talk about, that is like if the child has 10 minutes break, maybe you have 5 minutes break instead of 10 minutes. And
yes.
quickly run to the canteen, eat,
Yes.
and in 5 minutes you should be back and
Yes.
do whatever you want to do while you are away.
Yes.
So it's like at the end the child is not missing anything. At
Yeah.
the end the child realize that no, I've done something bad. Next time if I do the same thing,
Yeah.
I might not be tolerated.
Yeah.
And your caution to our various teachers, because I've taken note of everything you said. They are very, very instructive. They are very, very good. As viewers, as Mr. Adam said, I'm talking to my dear friend teachers or any other teacher in Ghana. Okay, let's try to change our mentality. Let's try to adapt to things. Okay, before I move on, Mr. Kojo, I have the Ghana Education Service Code of Conduct.
Okay.
Here.
If you just quickly read it, yes.
So I'm going to quickly read Article 3.8.
Okay. Okay.
Protection of children from torture and other degrading treatments.
Yes.
Title. The clause A says what? Physical violence.
Yes.
Physical harm inflicted on pupils or students in any form constitutes a gross violation of the child's rights. Consequently, meaning this is what you are going to, this is going to happen to you as a
Uh-huh.
Consequently, 1, an employee shall not administer any act of punishment.
Yes.
Any act that inflicts physical pain on the children or causes physical harm to their pupils or students, such as pushing,
Yes.
pulling,
Yes.
and
Uh-huh.
2, no staff shall subject pupils or students to pusher, such as frog jumping, like this.
Yeah.
This kind of thing, standing in the sun and holding heavy loads
Uh-huh.
on the outstretched hands, like they say, hold blocks,
Yeah.
while you are kneeling down on the sand. No employee, the Ghana Education Service, who is our employee,
Mm-hmm.
no employee shall punish a child to do any work outside the classroom during contact hours. Like for instance, we have teachers who say because the child has done this, you are going to weed.
Yes.
Go and take cutlass. You take your cutlass and go and weed this large amount of portion. DES is saying no, don't do that. No employee shall assault any pupil. We have instances, even in the news, we have instances where teachers have to slap the kids.
Mm-mm.
So any assault or physically abusing the child by insulting the child.
Yes.
Nonsense, stupid boy, this
Yes.
and that. Okay. A staff shall not subject a pupil or student to or encourage other pupils or students to subject a pupil or student to torture or other cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment, including any cultural practice that dehumanizes or injurious to the physical and mental well-being of the people or students.
Mm.
An employee shall not intervene to stop a pupil or student from perpetrating physical violence or abuse on another pupil. This clause is very important. If
Very good.
children fighting,
Yeah.
you do not have the right, an employee shall not intervene to stop people or students from perpetrating physical violence, abuse on another people or students.
I don't get that side well. The employee don't have the right to stop them or what?
to stop a pupil or student from perpetrating physical violence or abuse on another pupil or student. For instance, two students are fighting. Okay, when they are fighting, your job is to tell them to stop, not to go ask him like you want to separate them physically. While doing that, if something happens to you, any of the children, because you touch one person and something happens to the head, you have to verbally say it or quickly report to the head, as you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
it's good. It's good. You read those things. So we should be aware of our right, not the right, our obligations. I only focus on corporal punishment. We even verbal abuse, nail down, and those things must not be entertained in our class, especially in the language class. Because first, the reason why we are here is we are language teacher. The French language is not a Ghanaian language; it's a foreign language, and we all know that the complexity of the language. And someone that they ask to learn the language, and maybe they don't even know the reason why they are learning the language. They don't even know, and we are forcing them to learn. They will just do it to play us, but that's not the goal. We are not teaching them to learn to play us to show that yeah, we have learned it. Then let me pass and go. No, we want to teach them to for them to use it in future, and one day they will call your name that, oh, this is my teacher. He taught me French. He was nice to me, and that. Yeah. So I think it's very good that you read that side. It's purely from the laws are there. One day.
I think sometimes we are ignorant of the law.
But ignorance is not an excuse. So it's good that you initiate this thing so that we'll be discussing this thing. We all have our this thing. I can also forget. You forget, or someone is there. No, it will remind me of that. Some of the things you read now, I didn't know that they are in the listen. I didn't know. So it's good that you initiate this program so that from time to time it's just like PLC. We check on ourselves one day like that. It's good.
Okay, thank you. And as continuation of, we still have two clauses under this particular.
Okay. Go ahead. Move on.
A staff shall intervene. Shall. Okay, a staff shall intervene to stop a fellow staff from perpetrating physical violence or abuse on a pupil or students.
Very good.
Do you see this? If I'm a teacher, okay, and I see another teacher like inflicting pain on a student, I have the right as a teacher to go and stop my fellow teacher from doing that. Let me read it again. A staff shall not, a staff shall intervene to stop a fellow staff from perpetrating physical violence or abuse on a pupil or students. So if I see my colleague, teacher, who is giving pain on a child, I have the right to tell my colleagues to stop, okay? Or, as we are humans, for you not to get that, you can report the head teacher. That's another way, an indirect way of stopping that particular.
Yeah, so we must do it professionally in such a way that this thing shouldn't. You can't you can't say that in front of the learners. You have to do it professionally.
I think mistake with the previous clause. It's rather shall, it's not shall not. An employee shall intervene to stop a pupil or students from
That's what.
violence or abuse on another.
I was confused, little confused about that. Yes, because you have to prevent it. Okay.
Rather prevent. So it's a mistake from my part. I'm so sorry for that. Then the last clause is no correction of a pupil or student is justifiable. That is unreasonable in kind or in degree according to the age, physical and mental condition, of the pupil or student if the child by reason of tender age or otherwise is incapable of understanding the purpose of the correction. Monsieur Edo is back. It's I think it's the network. Monsieur Edem. Yeah. Have you do you understand the last clause?
Can you repeat? Can you?
No correction of a pupil or student is justifiable. That is unreasonable in kind or in degree according to the age, physical and mental condition of the pupil or student, and if the child by reason of tender age or otherwise is incapable of understanding the purpose of the correction. For instance, you see all those corrective measures you suggested. Can this be done to kids? Okay?
Yeah.
You telling the child to kneel down. A small boy, you see class 1, even KG2.
Yes, to kneel down.
KG2 students at that time, tender age, to kneel down, inflicting pain on that particular child, which can cause harm to the child, and the child has to understand why is being corrected.
Yes.
If the child is not at that particular age, does not have the mental readiness for that particular like correction or corrective measure, okay, it has to be a corrective measure that should be at the level of particular students.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
And then all your suggestions are kind of general, and they can be applied in even for children.
Yes.
I myself, I fell in love with teaching younger kids than even the older ones.
Yeah.
They tend to obey rules more than the adults.
Yeah.
I was posted to a school about 7 years ago, and they never studied French. So I'm to introduce the French language in the school. So I had to start from up to JHS3. So what happens is that if the younger ones, when you set the rules in the classroom, if one of them breaks the rule, they'll quickly alert you that monsieur, this person broke this particular rule. But the older ones are ready to encourage their peers
and support. Yeah.
Especially the Form 3s, if they get to Form 3. They feel very big. They think in the next few months, they are no more going to be in your hands.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. So what do you say? I need your advice. Oh, all the French teachers need your advice on this. You know, those are the Form 3 JHS level. They are adolescents. They are not children, and they are prone to a lot of changes in their bodies, a lot of changes in their, and they tend to misbehave a lot.
Yes.
Especially, it's like a disease. They tend to misbehave a lot.
Yeah.
How do you think?
I think first, if you what I said earlier, if like we started practicing it well and the school authority had our support on that, by the time they will reach the Form 3, I'm not sure we will face the same challenge. You see, that's one of the failure of using cane. We use cane from a basic 1 till Form 3, but they still misbehave in the presence of cane, meaning the corporal punishment has failed.
Yeah.
Meaning it has failed already. We use it, but when they reach for a Form 3 basic 6, 7, or 8 or around them, they start misbehaving again. So the corporal punishment here, no go area at all. So that one is out. Then what I would suggest is that if the school can have a committee, discipline committee, or counseling committee in the school that they can set up to address those issues. And most of time, I have you see some of things. Those things some come from some of the teachers. We the teachers, the moment the students reach form 2, form 3, excuse me to say, some of the small girl that are it, it's happened in my school. It happened in my school. In the school, not my current school, but in the school I taught before. I will mention in the school name. This teacher was having affair with the teachers, the students.
Okay.
In such a way that the way he relates with the student, those form 3 listening, is different from how other teachers relate with them.
Okay.
You all go for a meeting, you discuss how you do classes and all that. He alone will come out and come to class on Sundays. He will do this for the student to like him, to like him.
Okay.
So what I want to say is that when you are doing that, a teacher among the staff is doing that, it makes the work or bringing discipline difficult in the students, in those form 3 adolescent people. If Trust me, if all teachers are united, there is a committee in the school that listen. I'm not sure they will misbehave that way, but it won't go that far. Those students misbehave because one or two teachers among them have their support. They have the support. They know that they are guys. For me, that's what I observe per my own experience.
Yeah.
So first, that's why you teachers among you, the French teacher, you can bring it on board during staff meeting that this GSS students, I want us to have a committee for discipline. So you teachers, like, talk among yourself. That is how you are going to handle these students. So
Okay.
no teachers to break the rule, because the moment you are divided, the more one teacher is more closer. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be closer, but
Yeah.
having
Like
some kind of
it.
relation intimacy, or some kind of, with even with the boys too, you're doing those guys thing with them, and those things, the student knows that, oh, there is a teacher there who will defend them, they are like them. So it would, you can do anything, it not, the indiscipline will come. So the teachers must be united, and there should be a committee. If the situation happen like that, they should refer the students for the committee to talk to him, like seriously, to invite the parent. Invite the parent is very, very important. Invite the parent and talk to him that the child is bringing confusion to the class. If he continue like that, it's going to affect the others. If he continue like that, they are going to sack him, because that's what the law say. He cannot stop the others to learn. So if it happen like that, you punish one student, not you send him to the house, like not you, the head, 3 days or one day, and they come back with the parent. Yeah, I think it will bring sanity back. The homework must be done with the teachers. We should know how we relate with those adolescents.
Okay.
Some of we the teachers, the moment the lady is listening, form 2, form 3, we start having intention, like, it's not healthy. It's not good. It's not good.
Okay.
So we should know how to handle the adolescents. We have to know how to handle them, talk to them. No violence, no violence, no. Verbal or physical, corporal, no.
Okay.
Talk to him, call him one on one, talk to him, speak to him. If it's not getting him, it's not getting, you can refer to him to the committee, or and invite the parent and all that. That's all we can do, because that, yeah.
So talking about the disciplinary committee, as you suggested,
Hmm.
what do you think should be the composition? Who and who should be part of the committee? Do you think the child should maybe the representative of the student should also be part of the disciplinary committee.
You even brought my mind to something. There is something I want to suggest. There is something they call conseil de classe. There's something like a conseil de classe, or okay, we have it in Ghana too. Is there?
We have it, but
Oh yeah.
I know it's in France.
Our class prefect, those assistant class prefect, and all that. It's the same thing. We should make them more effective. We should make them more effective and should be elected by the students, and they should do their work. So,
what work are they supposed to do in relation to discipline? Being part of the disciplinary committee.
I don't know if the law, the school code of conduct allows students to be part of the staff discipline committee. I don't know.
No, okay, I have a bit of an idea about that.
Okay.
The discipline committee, apart from as for teachers, you must work in a team.
Yes.
You must work in a team. You must have one voice to be able to raise the children, because we are raising future leaders, and these students can either be your leaders tomorrow. Okay, so if you don't guide the students well, and they go astray, who are going to be your leaders tomorrow? Okay, so as a team, you have your staff group or you have your staff decision. But I personally think, or I think it's even in place, that a child should be part of decision making.
Okay.
If the child is part of decision making, the child will also know that, I'm part of the people who took this decision, that it is not good for a student to do this, and that. And it's not good for a teacher to also do this, and that.
Yeah.
I think the students should also know what the teacher should do.
Exactly. That is very, very, very important. It's very, very important. Do you know why? Let me give you an example. Last year I was in France, and I sent my phone to the school, and I took my phone out of my pocket to see time, and one student told me, mais t'as pas le droit d'amener le portable ici, t'as pas le droit de sortir ton portable. Et je dis, c'est vrai. Meaning the child know very well that he know that it's not allowed for the teacher and the student to take out a phone in the used phone in the school, in like at that time. Meaning the student is aware. It's very, very good. Even Kura, the law, the code of conduct you can read for the students during assembly, worship time, and all that. You have to read it to them. They have to know that
So
what
they
the
know
teacher.
that they are not supposed to be. They are not supposed to be
Yes.
used. They are not supposed to be flogged by
Yes.
cane and stuff.
Yes. They should tell them the truth. Like what is it? Tell them, and be firm. And be firm.
I think we really like a lot, frankly speaking, and I believe that there should be schools who are doing the right thing, and there are a lot of schools that I know are not doing the right thing. I'm not taking myself out. We are all in the soup.
Oh yeah.
This is not a program to blame any teacher. We are just here to learn and do the right thing. Because I personally, I've been telling you that I will never agree for you to use cane on my child.
Yeah.
Oh yes. If there are other corrective measures, even the code of conduct of the teacher does not even allow you as an employee of the Ghana Education Service to use the cane on somebody's child.
No.
If something happens to the child, it's on you. And I like the fact that we need to make sure that the children also should know what the teachers must not do.
Yes.
People know what the students must not do. So the students know what they should not do and what the teachers should not do. The teachers also know what students must not do and what they themselves should not do. That way, there will be collaboration. And if there's unity in the staff and the head teacher and everyone is collaborating, surely there's no 100% working environment. But
Yeah.
at least body of somebody, we need to abide by the rules. When we go by that way, a lot of things will change in the Ghana Education Service. And we are particular about the French teachers because there is an assertion. I said, I'm not saying assertion, allegation, okay? An
Yeah.
allegation of something out there that French teachers are wicked. I'm not saying French teachers are wicked because I'm a French teacher, I'm not wicked. Okay?
Yeah.
It's okay based on past experiences. Probably maybe most of those teachers were not trained teachers. Probably maybe most of the teachers were ignorant of the law. Okay? Probably there are things that happen. Let's leave that in the past. We as a new generation of we need to set the record. We need to set example to make sure that this issue of corporal punishment is eradicated from the system. We motivate our children very well so that I mean the learning will be fun. It's not easy to learn French. Frankly, it's not easy to learn French, the foreign language.
You can
Uh,
hear a view of some of we can hear
yeah. I have a guest here. I'm trying to add Max. I think it's the network.
okay.
It's the network.
I want to, as you are adding the guest, I want to add this.
Okay.
An example, like something happened last week. This corporal punishment or this thing is still happening live in our schools.
Okay.
Last week, a colleague of mine went to do something at the a whole regional office. Uh,
Okay.
let me let me say the region so to tell you that what I'm saying is true.
Okay.
A colleague of mine went there for something, and per what he went and meet there, like they said that there's a significant drop of student interest in learning French.
Really?
And yes, a colleague of mine went there for went there for study leave later.
Okay.
And he was told is that there is a significant drop in student interest in learning French language in the region, that particular region, Volta region. Example.
What?
And then per the data, they show him everything on the data and on the computer.
Meaning
The
that they've
person, the
done
statistic,
research and they see
it
that
was based on research. It was based on research, and data figures are there that they show to him that even if the person completes, it will be difficult for him to post to because school are rejecting trained teachers based based on that. The students, they are scared. They say most of French teachers in the read are using cane, so students are not showing interest in learning the language. So most school are not interested in of offering French in their school again. So there is a significant drop of interest of learning English. And per the DS investigation is because the highest reason was that the students are afraid that the French teachers are weak. This thing is not just a message, it's a report that is
it's a report.
documented. That is
If there is
documented.
that even
Documented. And the statistic for each school is there. The drop-in is there. They show it to him.
then
So
I think it's very good that we chose this topic today.
yes, so I was like, oh, so by now, if we are still using cane to teach the language, then there is a lot must be done. It's a lot because it's not encouraging. It's not encouraging if language that's supposed to be lovely, learning in enjoyable way should be a kind of military zone or something like that.
Yeah.
You didn't speak. well about we have to clear off this tag of French teachers are wicked.
I just
So
felt
many,
so bad.
so many.
And what?
Yes, I felt bad when he told me. When he told me that, and this someone who is working in the this at the regional office, like expert who say that it's not a message. It's not like they say no, no, no. It's a research, and
Like that.
yeah, if it go is going like that, meaning they are going to close. They are going to stop French teaching in some schools. Ehen. So we have to clear that tax, that image that French teachers are wicked. We have to turn it. Like you have to change the story. Man, I felt bad when I'm teach about some of my friends. They will ask you a French teacher. The first thing they will say is that French teachers they can cane. My French teachers can cane. You can
Same
lash.
thing happened at the launch of my book when the
Ehen.
man came. This is so
So,
lovely. He wished he learned French, but his French teacher discouraged him from learning French. It's just
so
because.
we have to encourage the learning of the language in more enjoyable way to clear that assertion of French teachers are wicked. It doesn't speak well about our profession. It's not
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eden. We've learned a lot from your experience. We've learned a lot from your knowledge. You've shared enough, and I believe viewers, even those who are not on the live right now, the live is still available. You can watch this video all over and over again to learn something. We are trying this challenge out to all practitioners in Ghana to make sure that we use only fun and more fun activities in the classroom. We use corrective measures that do not inflict pain on the child, corrective measures that will encourage the child to be more disciplined, the corrective measures that will help the child to still have the interest in learning the French language in the classroom. It is very, very important. In our next session, that's next Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m., we are going to discuss on, we
It's
are going to
yes, 7. Yeah.
different activities that we can do in the classroom,
Okay.
creative activities that can bring the interest. Since the interest of the students is falling down, what can we do in the classroom to bring more interest? Okay, bring in to introduce the in learning the French language. So it has been a very good session. We are supposed to end at 9 p.m. but we are 9:08. The discussion was very great, and I might say that our guest is very knowledgeable, is very proactive, I might say. So let's all try to pick something from it. It shouldn't be like we just organize this life for free. Mr. Adam didn't take his 2 hours. Okay, instead of sleeping, he's here sharing this knowledge with
No,
us.
we are all learning.
Yeah, yeah, yes. We are all learning, but at least the time we use here shouldn't be in vain. Someone should apply this in the classroom. Someone should do this. I would love to see 20 teachers painting the behavioral card that you suggested in their classroom, taking pictures and tagging the principal side. I'll be so glad. I'll be so glad that you start something like this. Do a video and send me. Let's see how you are teaching in the classroom. I'm not saying you should film the kids, but let's see how you are making those, you are putting like good measures in place to make sure that your children have the interest in learning the French language. So it has been a very interesting episode. So we wish more people to join us on the live next week, Tuesday, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Merci beaucoup, and we thank you so much, our guests. I really love the session. I really love the session. Even though I'm kind of down because of what the reports, but I think we can do better and everything will go on very well. Merci beaucoup. And any final words to our viewers before we end the live?
Oh, I must say thank you to our French master GH who take it upon himself to promote the learning and the teaching of French in our GL region and in Ghana as a whole, and also create this platform for us to French teachers to share knowledge, to share experience, to improve our work, because no matter what we say, that's the path we have chose. Whether it's good or not or bad, we are in it already. We just have to look for ways and meaning to improve it. So thank you very much, the FrenchGHmaster.com. We expect more. We expect more of this. And I'll plead for our colleague that this issue is not something that anyone should take personal. Me, as I'm saying this, me too, I used cane before. I used it before. But as I've discovered that no, it's not working, I've changed completely. So I don't think any of our colleagues should take this in personal or something. We just have to improve. There are things that you two share with us. Me too, I don't know. The French GH master too doesn't know. So we are here to learn. So let's collaborate and make this platform effective and lasting so that we can share ideas. I think this is a great move. Thank you, the FrenchGHmaster.com.
You're welcome, and thank you so much. So then we meet next week. I wish you all me bon rêve. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Wow.